Hello everyone, Jacob Koopa here. First off, I'm having to give a little bit of an announcement. Two announcements actually. The first announcement is also a little bit of a notice is I kind of screwed up my recording program and had to reinstall it, which disrupted my Spec Ops walkthrough. So unfortunately, Spec Ops, I'm not going to be able to finish up really at all and so forth. The current videos I've done so far I'm going to be leaving up, but with this it also showed me how I can get better video going on this, which in all honesty is awesome. Now then, let's get on to the second announcement, and it's been something that I've been looking for nearly 4 months. I got a job, folks. I finally have money coming in and going into the bank, or at least hopefully. I only just got the confirmation today, and as soon as the drug test goes through, I'll be starting working. Now this does mean is that yeah, my time is still going to be constrained while I get used to the new job, but with me having a job, I'll be able to schedule myself around with my work, my recording time to make these videos and put the headers and the footers on there, as well as also work with the Jamsters of 2 Fort, which unfortunately I'm also very behind on that end as well. I am their main camera guy, and I gotta get some attention to that channel as well. Now then, let's get on to the main thing of this video, which is we got a new PvP today. The new PvP hero, and unfortunately missed the start of this, so let's go on ahead and take a quick look at her. The new PvP hero is Spiral, and this is her X-Force costume. A little bit of history on Spiral. For those of you who know Mojo World, Spiral comes from that universe, just like Longshot and Shatterstar. Spiral would be the one most commonly known for taking care of the more technical equipment, and also for most of the abductions of heroes into his world. Okay, as of recent though, she's been, let's say, unemployed like yours truly, and was forced to live her life out on Earth. I don't know the full details of her now being with X-Force, but hey, it's all good by me. Her stats, she's really high attack, high accuracy, just like any infiltrator would. Her Dancing Queen I really like. I mean, you're going to be avoiding an enemy's or ally's attack, which means if an ally is disoriented and they attack you, bam, she dodges. She'll get an extra turn doing it this way. Admittedly, it's only once per round, so it's much like, and you know, of course, she'll get exhausted afterward. And then, of course, she will counterattack with Macabre Fandango when an attack is dodged this way, and Spiral is under combat reflexes. What this means is you attack a tactician, you get the infiltrator's combat reflexes, which means that she'll counterattack. But this also means that if she's hit, she'll use one attack, but if she dodges, she'll use a different attack. So let's take a look at her moves. I mean, we've got Cut Loose for level 1. It's high crits, deadly crits, which means that it will hit, and it will hit hard. And Whirling Dervish replaces Macabre Fandango with Swords Dance, returns to Macabre Fandango after using Sword Dance. I have no idea what Sword Dance does. It's not giving me any information here, and I will probably be putting up a little bit of a item here that will say what it is once I know. So that's the level 1. High crit and deadly crit means that she will be hitting very hard, and that's always a good thing. I mean, you always want to be able to hit hard, and especially for a level 1 move. Flash Bolt, single enemy, ranged magic. It's stealthy, applies Bane. D-Power, actions no longer apply statuses. Ooh! Ooh! Me likey. Okay, from what I'm taking from this, that means is that, let's say Wolverine, one of Wolverine's attacks does 2 stacks of bleeding and Ravage. Depower just means it's an attack. Doesn't apply anything. I like that. And Babe with Power, which will replace Macabre Fandango with Magic Dance. And it will return to Macabre Fandango after using Dance Magic Dance. Oh, 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 I see now. I see now. Macabre Fandango is down here. And we've got Swords Dance and Magic Dance. Dance Magic Dance. Dance Water Dance. Yeah. Here's Macabre Fandango. It is subtle. Does pressure points, so it has a chance to cause dizzy, exposed, slowed, or weaken. And I think that might actually be an and/or, which means that it can apply all 4 if you're very lucky. Don't quote me on that. And rising up, which means that you'll also have a chance of gaining focused, fortified, agile, and or strengthened. That's actually pretty dang good. And then time spiral. 1 enemy attack, stun, exhausted, which means that the person you attack cannot take extra turns, and quick actions become normal. And another dance replacement for Macabre Fandango, which becomes Fute in Tournant. Okay, let's click over here. Ah, yes, this explains them all. Okay, so here's Sword Dance. It's stealthy. Applies weak point, which means that the next attack is going to be a guaranteed hit and crit. And applies mirror images, which means that you have an incredibly high chance of avoiding 2 single target attacks. That's actually pretty damn good. And not only that, it hits all enemies. Weak point on all enemies means that if you have your next hero do another area of effect attack, it's going to hit, it's going to crit. And I could see that working incredibly well with things like X-23 and her level 2 attack, which will hit, crit, apply bleed, and hemorrhage. I always like that. Dance Magic Dance. It's a catastrophic attack. It is magic range because, hey, it's Dance Magic Dance. Breakdown, which means it has a chance of causing biofeedback, dark void, death frost, radiation, and soulfire. And has buildup for your side, which causes cosmic energy, force field, recuperation, regeneration, and Teresic boost. Ooh. Wow. And then Fute in Tournant. People, if I get this wrong and so forth, I'm sorry. It's subtle, doesn't trigger most status effects, causes disoriented, which has a chance of, the enemy attacking each other, and Epiphany, which the next attack is again, a guaranteed hit and crit. Well, a guaranteed crit. I gotta say, X-Force Spiral is looking interesting. I mean, you've got the 6 hands and so forth already, but wow. Just with her levels 1, 2, and 9 attacks, changing her level 6 around, and with Dancing Queen allowing counterattacks with this level 6 attack. That is actually pretty damn good. I mean, you've got a counterattack, an attack, and totally a mix-up call here. Because you could just easily set yourself up for several different tactics with that. Here we go. Talented stunt woman named Rita Wayward. Spiral was kidnapped and genetically transformed into a 6-armed assassin by extra-dimensional aliens. Oh, Joe. The experience damaged her sanity, but granted her potent magical abilities. Though both her motives and loyalty are questionable, Spiral's powers are such that having her as an ally is worth the risk, simply to avoid making her an enemy. Okay, so she's got Archangel and Bishop, Black Cat, Black Knight, Black Widow, Colossus, Constrictor, Damon Hellstrom, Doctor Strange, Elektra, Emma Frost, Phantom X, Gambit, Hawkeye, Juggernaut, Magneto, Punisher, Quicksilver, Rogue, Sif, Spider-Woman, Thundra, Valkyrie, Wolverine, and X-23 as 50 points. Let's see here. Cable, Deadpool, Nightcrawler, Omega Sentinel, Satana, Scarlet Witch, and the Vision, and Wonder Man as 100 point. Let's see here. See if we have any 150s here. People that fill 3 criteria for team up bonus. Doesn't really look like it. No, but this is awesome. It looks like she's got 3 different 200 team up point bonuses. That being Shatterstar. I see Bad Mojo here, which means probably from Mojoverse. Body Swap, X-Force, and you have my sword. Psylocke, which is Body Shop. Body Swap, X-Force, and you have my sword. That right there, I have no idea about Body Shop and Body Swap. I'm going to have to take a look at that. And Magic. Arcane Arts, Magical, Portable, Red in the Ledger, and you have my sword. So, yeah, I'm liking this so far. I am liking this a lot. And, if y'all want to go ahead and take a better look at what each of these do, as far as the team-up bonuses, visit the Avengers Alliance wiki and her team-up bonus page. I'm going to make sure there's a link inside the description below. And, let's see here. We're currently unranked. We just started. There is something that pissed me off that I noticed in the recent patch with PvP starting, which is phased. I can no longer use my phase defense strategy. Because while I'm phased, my protect is cancelled. WTF. Oh, wow, that pisses me off. However, this also means is that Kitty Pryde and the Kitty Pryde Phoenix strategy, in which you put Mind Link on Kitty Pryde and she stays phased, also fails. Because Kitty can't protect while she's phased. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to fix this. Okay? What I may have to go on ahead and do is just start soaking up the hits. And, I mean, I've got protection. Folks, hit me up in the comments below about what I should do, about any suggestions you might have on fixing up my setup here, because it was heavily dependent on my agent being phased and taking on the masses. Whoops, not Reforge. Taking on the masses, and I don't have a whole lot of choices here, folks. I mean, I've got a lot of the basics. Let's see here. I mean, as of recent, I did get Guardian of Attilan, Protector of Attilan. I've got the Fist of Colossus. One part of the strategy was going ahead and doing counterattacks, and I had the Enchanted Crowbar for that. Though I don't know if that's going to be a good idea. Could I go completely gadget and use a different type of gadget, like the Power Cell Mark III, in which it's going to have a high capacity charge on myself, charge receptors, which will restore my health and stamina, and Would have made a I don't know about this weakened symbiotes thing. That seems to be a purely PvE thing. But even then, with a quick action, subtle type of thing like that, I'd be able to go on ahead and get in there and consumed by vindications. Oh yeah, I don't have any other vindication set items. Maybe not. As y'all can tell, this is purely going to be a setup video, and I do apologize. I could do flashing eye on myself, you know, kind of set up to where I get healed while protecting instead of taking a hit. You can tell not a lot of my stuff is forged up. I could go back to my old standby, in which would be I would have to give up either the I'd probably have to give up the staff and use the quantum jumper, but using the adhesive X launcher and the cosmic flame in tandem to go on ahead and start locking down people and taking away their buffs with soulfire. That was a decent strategy. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and fall back to that. Pardon me, folks. Allergy season has not yet ended. Totally bites. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of the shepherd's staff. Which, actually no. Shepherd's staff actually helps me out quite a bit, and I won't be able to use the quantum jumper right off the bat. Come on! Let's go on ahead and swap out the Hoarfrost mace for, not Guardian, but the Attilan mace. Its Protect is a lot more covering than the Guardian of Attilan, which only guards against single targeting melee attacks. And let's try the combination of Shepherd's Staff and my Cosmic Flame here. And that way at least I'll be getting a little bit of health as well. And of course we're keeping my Aegis armor, so select and done. Okay folks, this is the new setup. Let's see how it goes. I haven't done my 5 battles yet, so when I come back, we're gonna go on ahead and do a 5 battle run with this setup, see how it goes, see how it does. Wish me luck, folks. I definitely need it, especially since I'm having to re-strategize. And of course, as y'all can tell, I'm still sticking with Black Widow and Cyclops. They're too awesome. Folks, until I return,